This video is brought to you by.
This is a piece that I made. This is alcohol inks and it's top coated with resin. And what inspired me to make this piece is fire. Thank y'all so much for stopping in at the House of Creativity. We are located on 24 West 25th Street. You can come on in, you can book a sip and paint. I do event curation and hosting. I do all types of things. You can find me on Instagram at Sip Some Tea or the House of Creativity. Or like I said, stop by 24 West 25th Street. Pull up. And you can also pull up at Eat Your Art Out, which is going to be located at 6 East Lafayette Avenue at the garage on October the 21st. Peace.
What's going on, YouTube fam? It's your boy Tony 2Times, and we back with another episode of the Baltimore Way, man. Before I start, be sure to tap that like button. Definitely watch this video to the end to hear the full story and all the details in the case. For the day one fam, y'all already know it's all love. Thanks for tuning back into another episode. If you're new to the channel and you're feeling the content, feel free to subscribe. Definitely hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video. Let's get right into the story. When you think about being in the wrong place at the wrong time, in most people's mind, they think of the streets, like being on a dangerous block at 1 in the morning, or hanging around people you know who are at war with others. But if society hasn't taught us nothing but this, it doesn't matter where you are at. Nowadays, things can go left. You can be a working man that wakes up every day, hit the clock, and go back home. But making a mistake and cutting somebody off in traffic on your way to the crib can cost you your life. Or a shoulder bump with another person at a Walmart can lead to an altercation. As it seems, everybody is on edge, and there's been a lot of petty situations that turn to guns coming out. But when you are young and at the peak of your life, you might not want to just work and go home. From time to time, you might want to hit a bar or a club with a few friends and have a good time, which is possible depending on the type of people who are at the spot. I learned you might be able to control yourself, handle your liquor and your mindset, but you can't control other people or the crowd. You add a few drinks and a gun, and a simple argument can turn fatal. And on this episode of the Baltimore Way, we will be discussing a case of a sheriff's deputy's night out on the town that ended in tragedy. In September of this year, 23-year-old Ryan Denby was in the prime of his life. Ryan wanted to follow in his father's footsteps of law enforcement, as his dad had spent 30 years in the field and had worked his way up to being a sergeant with the Howard County Sheriff Department. Ryan entered the academy in March before completing his training to become a deputy for Howard County, in which his father gave him his badge personally. Described as an upbeat, hard-working young man, it seemed Ryan had found his calling and was just about to start his journey in life. On the night of September 29th of this year, the young man decided he wanted to hit the town and celebrate his accomplishments, not to mention the Baltimore Orioles had just won and were having a good season. Ryan headed to Federal Hill to a spot called Wayward Bar and Kitchen. The place was crowded, but all seemed well. Another man also decided he would have a night out. 40-year-old Jewel Crowder. Jewel was an Army vet who entered in 2005 and was discharged in 2013, diagnosed with PTSD. Jewel had saw battle after going to Iraq in 2006 to 2007. He had a pretty good job in the Army as an automated logistical specialist. While at the bar, close to midnight, things would start to get aggressive between two groups with a lot of back and forth arguing. As it seemed it was about to get physical, bar management felt some of the individuals had too much to drink and it was time to leave. They started putting out both groups. Ryan left the bar with one group and Jewel with the other. But leaving didn't stop the confrontation. It just spilled outside now, in the streets. Things got even more heated. Shortly after, shots went off and both crowds dispersed. But one person was hit 4 times, 23-year-old Ryan. Witnesses called BPD, who responded to the scene to find a young man suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. He was rushed to a local hospital, but unfortunately, he was pronounced gone. Back on the scene, police found 7 9mm shell casings, also the gun they felt like was used in the shooting. The bar and witnesses stated it all started from a dispute between two groups, and once they were asked to leave, shots went off shortly after. Most people stated Ryan was trying to calm everyone down and wasn't the intended target, but another man from the other group opened fire towards the group he was with. As news came out that a young off-duty sheriff deputy was hit in a situation that he allegedly wasn't involved in, more people came forward with information. Some pointed to the shooter as being Jewel, accusing the man of just shooting at the crowd with no intended target. BPD was able to get footage from the bar and other businesses in the area that showed the whole situation and the shooting as it spilled into the streets. After hearing witness statements and seeing the surveillance video, a warrant was put out for Jewel. Less than 24 hours after the hit, a SWAT team surrounded his apartment in Northeast Baltimore, and eventually Jewel surrendered. He was taken into custody, charged with first and second-degree hit and handgun violations. After his arrest, Howard County Sheriff Deputy spoke out about how Ryan was a good young man who wasn't a troublemaker at all and probably was trying to calm the situation down as he lost his life just a month before his 24th birthday. As more information came out about Jewel, his mental health came to question as he was diagnosed with PTSD, also other issues, and being on disability. At his first bail review, the judge denied bond after past situations were brought up, including a 2011 assault that Jewel caught while still serving in the Army. The judge felt like the 40-year-old veteran was a danger to society. It's still not clear what the altercation started over and why Jewel felt like it was that serious enough to shoot. As of now, the case hasn't made its way to trial, and Jewel is innocent until proven otherwise. Rest in peace to Ryan. I send my deepest prayers and condolences to his family. It's sad when a night out to celebrate with a few friends can cost you your life. 23 years old, on the right track, and a simple bar encounter ends everything. I don't know if Jewel felt threatened or not, and I get mental health and PTSD, but in my opinion, if you know you really don't vibe with other people or certain situations trigger you at 40 years old, a grown man, you should be like, all right, let me go ahead and separate myself before I lose control. It's just a day and time where everybody is on edge and frustrated and looking for a reason to release that anger on the right or wrong person. Yeah, man, that's a crazy situation. I don't even think the two men knew each other. Rest in peace to Ryan. People say he wasn't even the intended target, but it be like that. Y'all definitely let me know what y'all think about the situation in the comments. Remember to be respectful. I appreciate you if you made it to the end. Y'all already know it's all love, fam. This is another episode of the Baltimore Way. It's your boy Tony 2 times. I'm out.